the best settings to use in DJ Pro AI. I'm DJ Spiegel Spin, and in this video, I'm going to show you all the settings that I use. Some of my most popular videos were my videos that I talked about the settings in DJ Pro AI, and with all of the major updates that took place during 2022 and 2021, I have changed the settings that I use. So in this video, I want to show you guys what settings I currently use and recommend with the DJ Pro AI app for the iPad. So let's start with the actual settings menu, and then later on in the video, I'll get into some of the more hidden settings that I use. So press the middle button, go down here to settings, and then the first thing that I want to talk about is Ableton Link. Lately, I've been using Ableton Link a lot. I feel like as I advance as a DJ, I want to have add more creativity and add more to my DJ sets than just the stuff that DJ Pro offers with one device. So if you guys use other apps like drum machine apps, MPC apps, or looper apps, you could simply just turn on Ableton Link and connect to these other apps. Or if you want to use DJ Pro on another device, you could have them in sync. What it does is it'll match the BPM, it'll match the beats, and you'll be able to use sync from different apps and different devices. And I definitely recommend experimenting with it if you are getting serious about using DJ Pro AI. So now the biggest thing that changed with the settings in 2022 is this audio device setup. So this allows you to have more audio devices. So you could switch, depending on what type of controllers that you're using, you could switch the outputs from the main output to the headphone output to even a booth monitor where you could have the music facing you so you could hear the exact beat and be more precise. And then you're able to use a microphone. So I have definitely been experimenting with this on my different devices with adding a microphone. In the future, I hope to add a way for us to add effects to the microphone. But right now, this is a settings that you're going to use when you have a controller plugged in. So I'm not going to talk about it that much in this video. Next is going to be down here in sound. So what these settings do is they're going to change the way that the app sounds. So crossfader fade is going to change the feel and change what it does when you move the crossfader left and right. I've experimented with a lot of these, but I have found that I just want to keep it on default. EQ type, you could do classic or isolator. I keep it on classic. Neural mix EQ. Drums, harmonics, and vocals. I tried it with the bass, but I think the harmonics is a better way to get your neural mix and be able to do mashups and stuff like that. And then over here is the audio limiter. I always keep this on because it protects your speakers if you're going to do gigs on a big sound system that maybe isn't yours, or if it is yours and you don't want to mess it up. I highly suggest keeping audio limiter on. This will keep your songs from clipping and it'll keep the songs from getting distorted. Now, one of the biggest settings that is very important compared to with this app compared to like Serato and other apps is this app is designed for you to use the auto gain. So if you've been DJing for a while, you're used to mixing, having the bass, the mids, the highs, then the gain. A gain is not a volume controller, but it does make the song louder and lower to an extent, and it'll help you. So if you play two songs, sometimes these two songs, even if they're both at full volume, some songs are recorded in a higher volume, some songs are recorded in a lower volume, and some of the frequencies are different. So auto gain makes it so that you don't have to adjust that gain knob while you're mixing. And in this app, if you look over here, there is the lows, the mids, the highs, and then the filter. And then this tiny little knob here that's almost impossible to use is the gain. So, and a lot of the controllers that were made specifically for DJ Pro AI don't have a gain control included. So they want you to use the auto gain. So even though it might be a bit of a learning curve and not what you're used to when you're mixing, I suggest keeping the auto gain on. All right. Now the next one is going to be, do I use any of these? Pre-queuing, auto select. So if you look over here, if you look over here, you will see, maybe we have to go to Pro mode. And we're going to see our headphones. So it's going to automatically change where the headphones are. So when you move the crossfader to the right side to the right deck, the headphone is going to be pre-queuing the left deck. And then if you move the crossfader to the left deck, you will be pre-queuing the right deck. Because when most DJs are using their headphones, they're going to be listening to the song that is not being played through the speaker. So this automatically switches it for you, so you don't have to press the button and switch it yourself. And a lot of controllers will have the pre-queuing button. So if you have this setting on, then you could use that button for effects and get more use out of your controller because you have the auto select on. So I suggest leaving that setting ticked to on. All right, so library. Remove songs when played. This will remove the songs from your queue section after you play them. This obviously will help you not play the same song twice, which will kind of ruin your DJ set. Appearance, I like to see the artwork on the record, so it helps me see that. I just think it looks cool, and you can see the album art. And then if you're familiar with the album art, then it's easy to pick out through your playlist or through your song selection. So show keys in different colors. So this really helped me. It really helps you know when songs are in different keys. So it'll show them in different colors. It's a little hard for me because I am colorblind. So like this C and G kind of looks familiar, but if you're not colorblind, then that will help you. And I just think it looks cool, and I like to add more color to the screen while I'm DJing, so it's not all black and white and boring. The tape marker, I used to use this. This will put a mark on the record where you set cue points, and you will be kind of like on the old school records when they used to put tape on the actual records. And now waveforms, I have it so that it shows the bars numbers and it shows the minute marker. So if you look over here, let me just get an actual song on here. So if you look at the waveform, it is going to count the beats, count the bars with these numbers over here. I found that helpful for doing beat matching and helpful for knowing where to mix in and mix out. So I would suggest to have that setting on. And then advanced, do I use any of this? No. MIDI devices. This is where you are going to find where you can connect a Bluetooth controller. I said it in a lot of my other Bluetooth controller videos. You don't use the regular Bluetooth on your iPad. You're gonna go into this setting and then click on Bluetooth MIDI devices, and then that's where you will find controllers like the DJ200 that are Bluetooth controllers, and that's how you connect them. Crossfader cutting mode. I always have this on. So this means that when you move the crossfader even slightly, it'll cut it to either middle or on and off for each side. This is really good for scratching, so you're able to do like nice chirp scratches and being able to do these quick cuts, because a lot of beginner DJ controllers, the crossfader is kind of small and not as accurate, so I like to keep that setting on. MIDI devices, instant start on a motorized controller. That's a new one that I don't have any motorized controllers, so I don't have any use for that. A little hidden feature is if you want to know any questions that anything to do specifically with the app, there is a full user manual that you could see cover to cover with the glossary, and you could find out anything you basically want to know about the app. It is a full user manual and it's there. I feel like not enough people actually use it, but if you want to find something like loading a track or one deck and scratch tools, anything you would want to know about the app, you could find it inside the user manual. Version history. All right, now here are a couple of settings that aren't actually in the settings portion. That is, hold on, let me go back to appearance. jog wheels. So one of the biggest updates were that you could change the jog wheels. So if you look up to the right or the left, there's the extended one, which is the one I recommend because you get the most surface area on the jog wheel for scratching, and you also get all this information like the BPM and the time. You could do compact dark or compact light. I just found that the extended one made it easier to do scratching when you're in pro mode. Another thing is with these cue points, you could change the style. So let me get some cue points over here. So look how nice these colors look on these cue points. Now if we go here, back to appearance, and then we do low contrast, you don't get as much of that colorful look. I've lately been really liking adding color, and it makes it more fun and it less boring when you DJ. So I recommend keeping it on that setting. And we're going to do high contrast. Another thing that you could do is if you press this kind of hidden arrow over here, we could change our waveforms. I made specific videos about the waveforms, so you could turn on slice mode, you could turn on split mode, you could do dark mode or light mode. I keep it on dark mode because it makes it easier on my eyes, especially if you're DJing outside. And then jog wheel, you could get rid of the jog wheel completely if you're used to mixing without jog wheels, or if you like to have a bigger waveforms, but I am used to jog wheels, so I recommend keeping them on. And then waveform, you could put on vertical, but it's much smaller, so I would definitely recommend keeping them horizontal. And then you could even zoom in and zoom out. I feel like a lot of people don't know you could do that, but you can. So I hope this helped you decide what settings will be right to you. And if you have any questions or comments about the settings, let me know in the comments. I try to get back to all the questions. And if you found value in this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.